ever felt like you're always busy, like all day long, from morning until night? You just keep doing things and you just feel so busy and you don't have time for yourself. But at the end of the day, when you look back, you feel like you've not accomplished anything. That is like the worst feeling ever. So all the effort that you put in seems to only impress yourself to say, okay, I am busy, I'm not sleeping, I'm not watching Netflix, I'm not watching YouTube. I have been busy all day long. And I should be pretty successful, right? But I don't feel like I accomplished anything. So if you feel that, that actually has a term. I just found out recently that this term is actually called pseudoproductivity. There actually is a term for it. I personally have felt this way, and man, that does not feel good. But why does this happen? Why? What is the logic behind it? You put in so much, you should get back some amount of results, right? Is it because of your ability? You don't have that much of ability to do things that bear fruit? Or is it that you're really bad at time management? Actually, neither. The real reason is because you are distracted. Because distraction is the greatest enemy of efficiency, of productivity. Before the introduction of assembly lines, in car production, manufacturing automobiles was a labor-intensive process that requires skilled technicians, so much manpower, so much time to just make one simple car. The process was time-consuming and inefficient. It would take weeks and even months to complete a single car. However, in the early 20th century, Henry Ford, if you know Ford, you know this guy. He revolutionized the automotive industry by implementing the moving assembly line. So with this innovation, he greatly reduced the time needed to create one car. So what he did was he broke down the production process into smaller specialized tasks and having workers focus on a specific component as they make this vehicle. So that means one guy, he will be responsible to make this left door of the car, and the other guy will be responsible to make the right door. So one person has only one task. So with this, the time required to make one single car reduced greatly to about 93 minutes. But of course, in today's world, it's even faster. Probably 1 hour or like 10 minutes. Not sure how efficient, but this is for sure true that things are getting faster, more efficient. But what we can learn here is a lot of simple yet sharp keywords. Breaking down big tasks into smaller tasks and having one specialized person to focus on one thing at a time. So talking about pseudo productivity, what can we actually do about it? This is something I experienced, and a lot of people out there, if you're watching this, probably you experience this too. So how do we actually fix it? Hi, I'm Desiree. So today in this video, we're going to talk about how to enter a state of focus anytime to rapidly boost your learning and work efficiency whenever you want it, so that you can accomplish tasks faster and more efficient. And most importantly, say bye-bye to pseudo-productivity, because that sucks, man. Before we get into the specific how, the methods on fixing this problem, let's understand what are the causes of it. There are actually two things. One thing is internal, one thing is external. So let's start with us internal. So this is the internal interference. Why are we so easily distracted? Because last time when we're still living in the Stone Ages, we need so much information. We gotta keep looking out. Oh, is there a lion there? Is there a leopard there? Is there an enemy that will kill me? That's our human nature. We need so much information to protect ourselves. That was necessary for survival. So it's kind of ingrained in our genes, in our DNA, to pay attention to all surrounding information. So in some way, if we look at this, scrolling through social media, watching news, and suddenly just clicking onto YouTube, watching this video, this is our nature. We need so much information, and this is kind of ingrained in us, so that is why we're so easily distracted by our own selves. If this is not controlled, you have information all over your brain. It's like scattered beans. Just like when you meditate, you're just trying to focus, but man, there's just so much thoughts that goes on in your mind. So when you observe your inner thoughts, it's like a movie playing in your brain, like the memories who say what and how that make you feel, like what have you eaten today. There's so much things going on. It's just so difficult for you to concentrate. And that is our inner part. So let's talk about the external factors. It will be our environment, our surroundings, the people around us. When you're in the office, suddenly you're just so focused on the things that you're doing, but your colleague, bam, hey, could you help me on this? Oh, could you pour me a coffee? Oh, do you want to go eat dinner tomorrow night? There's just so much of this external interference, which boom, just kills your deep focus. Not only that, external factors also include your phone, like social media, notifications, So these external factors are all trying to seek our attention. They're trying to get our time because their goal is your attention. The same goes with Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all of the social media. They want your time. They want you to be distracted. They want you to be attracted into their app. Spend more time in their app. But know that distraction is actually very normal. It's very natural. But the real question is, how do we actually maintain focus? So the first thing, the most easily doable thing is, of course, to remove these kind of distractions. With this, we will look back into human nature. Our nature is gathering all information, which makes us distracted. At the same time, if we want to beat this, we will use back our same nature. There are two things that are natural for us to maintain hyper-focus is by seeking pleasure. The second thing is by avoiding pain. So these two solutions actually trigger intense focus. So the first thing is seeking pleasure. When you're doing the things that you really enjoy, for example, singing, it's really easy for you to focus because it's what you like. Not only enjoying the things that you genuinely like to do, the level of difficulty also affects this. So try to not choose things that are super difficult for you to do, and also not things that are super easy for you to do. You'll be like, man, this is so easy, or that's so hard, I cannot do it, I just cannot focus. So find like a middle point where you can focus, where you can learn, and it's also easily doable by you. So second, the avoidance of fear. When there's danger, naturally our instinct is to be hyper-focused, open our eyes, our iris will be so big because we're scared. We know we're in danger. We have hyper-focus. The easiest example is when we have deadlines, whether it's assignment deadlines in universities or project deadlines in our job. So this kind of deadlines kind of put us into the state of being in danger. We naturally will kick in that hyper-focus and get things done. So these are the methods to naturally leverage on human nature to remove distractions and get hyper-focus. Okay, let's talk about external distractions. If you're being in a very distracted mode, for example, your kids are yelling and crawling and all over the place, or you get really loud speaking colleagues, this or whatever external factors that are just jeopardizing your focus, you need to get rid of them. You need to eliminate them. By simply turning off notifications, by simply turning off distractions, it's not enough. But what you need to do is to find a place, an environment, or just create the environment that suits you. It could be as specific as the brightness of light or even the warmth of light, and also temperature. These are the things that really does affect you if you really think about it or if you really feel it. So firstly, isolate noise. Find a disturbance-free environment, turn off your app notifications, even set your phone to do not disturb if you're not in sales, if you're not in urgent situations, and use noise-canceling headphones. Secondly, as I said, manage sensory channels. Increase sensory input, whether it's visual, auditory, or tactile. All these things can help you to enhance your focus. For instance, if you're finding it difficult to read a book, you can use visual cues, like just highlight it if you're a visual person, or even just as simple as using a finger to guide your eyes to read through the pages. Or if you're an audio person, by reading it aloud, it helps you to focus more. So it really depends on what type of person you are and which type of techniques best suits you. Lastly, suppress wandering thoughts. Your thoughts might be all over the place, thinking about where to go this school holiday, what to eat tonight. Try to eliminate all these things, suppress these thoughts, just calm down and do what you need to do. You can do a brain dump. Just write down everything that you have ever thought of. Just put everything down onto a piece of paper, and then do what you need to do. After you complete it with whatever that you need to do now, later on, you can come back to those things. However, prolonged focus will naturally, and of course, it will drain our mental and also physical energy. Taking breaks is also important. After lunch, just go take a nap or just chill for a little bit, because we are humans. At the end of the day, we need to enjoy life and also create something. We work, contribute to society through whatever things that we do. And most importantly, get quality sleep, because how you sleep can also affect brain health, so that it helps you to be at the optimal level so you can function well. A lot of people just think that sleeping is like a waste of time, but I think it's really important. In today's fast-paced world, learning how to focus will help you to get competitive edge. So let's learn to focus amidst all the distractions that we have in today's world, including me myself. Like, this is something that I'm working on, and at the same time, I'm making this video so that we can actually learn together and progress together. I'm not doing this that, oh, I'm better than you, so that's why I'm teaching you. No, never. When I'm doing this, not only you can learn, but also I get to learn, like, we work together. So yeah, that concludes today's video. So if you enjoyed it, or if you have any experience to share, any questions, whatever, just leave it down in the comment section. And yeah, we will be talking, we'll be chatting, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember to like, subscribe, and of course comment. I will love to see what you have to say. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Live with no regrets.